They don't think you could do it, but tell you to try when they talk. All I hope had to keep it alive. Spend a day in the Bronx, but you wouldn't survive. Can be low when I pop out, they know I've arrived. I go have conversations with Zoe, he gon' tell me pull up and come say what you know. I've been up, I can count all them days in a row. We don't say what we do, we be making the show. They say I be
the voice of the Bronx. We have Bronx Slam, but the guys are out here. Can I get a
yeah. Leave them all right where they at. Try to diss me, I bet I don't even react. Put a show on, I bet you somebody gon' I pick me a book up and drink me some water, invest in the stock.
Hi, man. Peace and love, world. Welcome to another episode of Conversation with Zoe. This is dropping. This is the first drop, the second drop of 2024. But this was the first part of episode 133 featuring Brother Smart. And now we hear episode 178. Still going, still in motion.
Yeah.
How you feeling, my brother?
Man,
Always good to see you.
I'm feeling great, man. It's been get my little clone on me, man. It's been great. It's been great. It's been a lot of it's been a long journey.
Right.
It's been a lot of work. A lot of work. And I think how I thought about things in theory for sure changed now after executing.
Right.
A lot of my ideas and stuff.
So we have Aliko, Yusuf, Shakur, boxer, artist, future light heavyweight champion, beautiful violence.
Yeah.
Come here for motivation.
Right, for sure. That was kind of like I made a shift, right? Like I was like, okay. I was talking to my coach, and he was like, "Man, you're gonna die broke, right? So you're gonna die broke. You're gonna die broke. You're gonna die broke." And it didn't resonate with me until like months later, because he said, "Okay, well, the richest place in the world is the graveyard, right? So people they leave a lot of times with all their ideas, their aspiration, their goals, and all these hidden treasures is in the cemetery, right?
Right.
So he said, but you're gonna die broke because you leaving everything, right? Like you."
Right.
And I was like, oh shit, you're right. And it kind of gave me the focus and the fire to say, okay, I'm multidimensional, right? Like I understand business. I'm passionate about business. I can fight. I'm passionate about boxing. I'm really good at music, passionate about music. And I want to help our people. I want to create industry and industries that can lead to the advancement of us.
Right.
So yeah, I'm doing it, right? And when I say come in for motivation, because I'm showing it in real time.
Right.
Right? Like showing it in real time.
Right. So we're gonna try to get to know you a little better this time around, but also, talk about the process of this year. So what's your favorite song right now?
Man, I've been so busy in the writing and stuff right now.
Right.
So I haven't really heard any new music that inspires me.
Right.
I've been listening to a lot of Curtis Mayfield lately. So I would say Curtis Mayfield. As a matter of fact, this is a song. Oh man, his catalog gonna go behind this, huh? What's the Curtis Mayfield song? I love this Curtis Mayfield song. Hold on. I gotta do it like this. It's been like a lot of the old school stuff.
Right.
Has been resonating with me lately.
Do you have a favorite rapper?
Yeah, Tupac.
Tupac.
All right, hold on. Curtis. Is it Uzi?
Okay.
It's the makings of you.
Right.
Curtis Mayfield. Fire. So that's right now. That's my right now that's been my favorite song.
Right.
Curtis Mayfield. My favorite artist is Tupac.
Tupac.
And I've been, because I saw an interview by Pac and he was talking about, hey, I may not change the world, but I'm definitely gonna spark the mind that's gonna change the world.
Right.
And I definitely believe that I'm that mind.
Right.
And he's one of my greatest motivations is Tupac, from just what he did in acting, film, music, community work, stuff like that.
Right.
A lot of behind the scenes stuff. So, because I base it up like music is so important and it's so impactful. I
Right.
feel like artists have a responsibility to create art that uplifts the listener,
Right.
not degrades or destroys or creates destructive thought patterns
Right.
in the mind of the listener. So a lot of the new music it does that. So I can't,
Right.
I don't really get with that shit. Type
Right. Do you have a dream collab?
Pac, man, the Pac, DMX.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but I got the chance to rap for DMX, and I rapped "Motherless Child," and that
Right.
shit made him cry.
Right.
So
Wow.
yeah, it was fucked up. It was like, I mean, it was not fucked up, but it was like, damn, it was
Right.
like
Right. Right.
the scenario was fucked up because I could tell like my childhood was so similar to his,
Right.
right? And when I was rapping it, and I looked him in the eyes, and he looked me in the eyes, and he put his head down, he just cried. I was like, oh shit.
Wow.
And it was just like a bittersweet moment, right?
Right.
Bitter because look at the life we had to live or the things we had to go through as children. But it was sweet because I I know how serious DMX is about the craft,
Right.
right? And he had wrote a book, right? A lot of people don't know this. He wrote a book. And I remember being in I don't know if I was in juvenile or group home, but I remember getting my hands on the book by his life. And he was talking about how when he writes, he finishes the whole, he doesn't repeat no lines, he doesn't repeat no bars. So let's say if you write a 16 bar verse and you got 14 bars, sometimes you might just put a filler or repeat the last line.
Right.
DMX was like meticulous about his craft.
Right.
So for him to look at me like that and like cry and I could tell like it was good.
Right.
Like the quality of
Yeah.
the rhyme
The rhyme. Yeah.
was high level. So that was a bittersweet moment for me.
Right. Is there a producer you'd like to work with?
Um no, I mean it's tough, right? Because I feel like the mindset of producers is so watered down now. It it makes it hard to actually collaborate for the art minus the finances, right?
Mhm.
So when you become super successful or you popping, you buzzing, producers reach out to you. Like right now, a lot of producers been reaching out to me, like up and coming producers. They reach out to me. And but I gotta say this, right? Like I wanted to work with Sean C, right?
Mhm.
And it just was like because he did American Gangster, and I reached out to him. We had a rapport. We met a couple times, but it was just like I'm not paying you 10,000 for a record,
Right.
you know. And I just feel like a lot of times, and I'm saying this because I felt he did some sucker shit. He may have a different perspective, and I'm saying this because I know people are gonna see this, right?
Right.
Um, I feel like hip hop got to where it is now because of the love of the craft. And a lot of times producers, when they get successful, it's all about the money.
Right.
And the art suffers because the guys who have the money is not as talented as the artist that's on the come up.
Right.
And then we fall in love with the American Gangster. We fall in love with this sound.
Right.
Even D-Dot had made a lot of stuff with Puff.
Right.
And a friend of mine, God bless his dead, uh, uh, he had a report with him. I'm trying to get beats from him. It just was like these, and then I cursed out Large Professor,
Right.
right? Like listen, listen, and yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a great guy, but I was ready to punch him in his forehead, man, because um, I run into so when I got out of prison, there was a producer I had met, Joe Young, right? And I'm trying to find beats. The guy didn't even know me. I rapped for him on the spot. He was like, "Oh my God, man, I got a studio in my house." And he gave me a bunch of beats and everything. So as I'm driving around in the city, I recognized the guy. I ain't seen him in years. I said, "Yo, bro, thank you so much. I'm doing a tour right now. I got a lot of success. I want to pay you for some beats." You know? Um, and Large Professor was there. So I just rapped for Large Professor. So I'm rapping, bam, 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 bam. And he looked at me and he kind of just walked away.
Right.
And I was like, yo, that shit is whack, bro. That shit is so whack. And I just wish that the pioneers showed the up and comers more respect, because it's a continuous cycle that never breaks, right? Because even Busta Rhymes, he treats fans like shit. Now, I thought, Busta was a piece of shit, right? And I got a chance to have a conversation with him in quad, right? But my first rap, the first time I rapped, right? I had rapped a Busta Rhymes song because my aunt was a huge fan of Busta Rhymes, right? And she had all these CDs. So, woo-ha, got you all in check. Word to my Sheeta. That, like, I was emulating Busta Rhymes, right?
Right.
So when I got a chance to meet him, I was like excited. I was like, yo, man, the first time I rapped, I actually was rapping your lyrics. He's like, yeah, man. So what? Like, I was like, yo, what? Like, that shit was whack.
Right.
And I feel like a lot of artists, and I get it, you can't stop for everybody. You can't take a pitch for everybody. But I feel like artists who are successful need to pay it forward by being a little bit more gracious and grateful to people who actually contributed to them being successful. So my producers I would love to work with is just up and coming guys. Like, I go on YouTube, and for any rappers that's seen this, man, fuck these old school producers, because they're not doing shit for anybody. If you look at like, and I don't give a fuck what a person did, and I told Large Professor that. I don't give a fuck, yeah, I know you do that nah shit, but what you doing now?
Right.
I'm getting bigger, right? So pause. When I get to the pinnacle of my career, I'm gonna do that feature. I'm gonna collab with that artist.
Right.
And I feel like in New York, we have this just whack, fake ass, I don't know what to call it. You're a little bit more patient than I am.
Right.
But if you've been in New York and you're in media, you know motherfuckers is Hollywood. You know motherfuckers is fake and phony, right?
Right.
And I feel like things would be a lot more better if that thing wasn't there.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Right. What's your favorite meal?
Yeah. Yo. Yeah. Oh shit, man. Favorite meal, huh? Yo, you threw me over that one. Chilean sea bass. I fuck with the Chilean sea bass.
Okay.
I fuck with the Chilean sea bass.
Right. So you're a pretty stylish guy.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have a go-to outfit?
I go. Where's this crazy? Yo, no.
Listen, we're gonna get there. Well, we gotta let the world in a little bit.
Oh, let him in? Okay,
a little
pause. All right,
pause.
I got you. All right. So it's crazy. The favorite outfit. I don't really have. Nah, it depends on it depends on what I'm doing.
Right.
Right? It depends on what I'm doing, right? So I don't know. I don't really necessarily have a favorite outfit, right? I have favorite moments.
Right.
Right? Favorite color palettes, or and again, I think clothes make the man. I don't think man make the clothes.
Right.
So I don't necessarily have a particular like brand or name that I fuck with.
Right.
I can go into Zara, I can walk into Bloomingdale's, I can walk into Bird of Goodman, I can walk into the 99-cent store, I can walk into Target.
Right.
You know what I mean? Buy some plain black sweatpants, right?
Right.
So I think it's just, when I see it, I know I like it.
Right.
And I put it together.
Okay.
Like the other day, I went to this thrift shop, right? And at the thrift shop, they had like this sweater, and the shit was dope. $50.
Right.
Now I got sweaters that range from $4,000 to $40.
Right.
So I think it's just I like moments, and it's just how I'm feeling. Like today, I wanted to do the little, you know what I mean? What I got on right now.
Right.
I wanted to put some fucking black boots on.
Right.
You know what I mean? The Timbs match the cross.
Right.
So I don't fucking know. Yeah.
Right. So.
And you see the hat though. You see the
right. The signature Yankee hat, but that one is different though. Got a little.
Yeah, it should have $150, man.
Yeah.
Got a little, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little bullshit stones on it. I mean, we
Yeah.
paying all this bread for these stones. You see this shit, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I can't really see it. I don't. But it got whatever.
Yeah. I see right there.
Oh yeah, they got the stones on it and all that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
our guy Ja Morant is back in the NBA. Right. And,
yeah,
and you know he's
my man is straight
right.
out.
He's doing his thing.
Okay,
right?
I'm adjusting mid interview because I see the question.
Right.
I see the direction you're going with this one.
Right.
Yeah.
So what would be your message to Ja Morant? Like if you could holler at him, be like, not big bro him, but just be like, yeah, man, like this is, you know, your platform, you're a man, you're a father, your family, your legacy, you know, like what would you say to Ja Morant?
Well, one, I mean, again, sometimes you don't have to get away, but you got to get away, right?
Right.
So, if I'm in New York, I don't have to go to fucking Africa, right? Shout out to Africa, but I could probably go if I live in Hell's Kitchen, so if I go from I can go to fucking Albany, New York, bullshit hotel, right? Cheap hotel, right? Sometimes you don't got to get away, meaning you don't have to go really far, right? You just go 2 hours.
Right.
I think mindset is important, right? And like I say all the time, how you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you, right? So that's a very, very key component in terms of manifestation.
Right.
A guy like that, he understands that, right? He understands focus. He understands commitment. He understands consistency, dedication. You can't play basketball at a high level and then become a name, a standout guy without having focus, right?
Right.
So the same level of focus, sacrifice, and consistency he applies to athletics, he needs to apply to character development, emotional intelligence, and then also finances, right? So, and then have conversations with retired NBA basketball players, ones who are still, financially stable, and ones who lost all their money. Look at Joe Smith, right?
Right.
Joe Smith, wife is looking like a glizzy gobbler,
Mhm.
okay? And at one point, he was Joe Smith, right? I remember Joe
Right.
Smith, Timberwolves.
Right.
So look at Antoine Walker,
Right.
right? Blew $100 million.
Right.
But look at Allen Houston, right? He's living in a $20 million home right now,
Right.
right? And he was smart with his money.
Right.
So I think him having those conversations with people who have it, who don't have it, who had it, who had it, lost it, and is going to get it again,
Right.
right? And then take inventory and then be present. You got to be present because even for us, right? Me and you, right? Like we're young. We have an opportunity to do something phenomenal.
Right.
So what what are some obstructions? What are some things that could possibly hinder you reaching your full potential? And then identify those roadblocks, identify those dead ends. And then when you see yourself going down that dead end, you go in a different direction.
Right.
So what advice I would give somebody like Ja Morant is just take your time, have fun, but your fun shouldn't be detrimental to your brand, right? And it takes a high level of discipline to get in that position so you miss out on things. And then when you have the money, there's a so there's a celebration, right? Like there's you're celebrating this celebratory kind of a like mindset, right? Like, oh man, I made it. Yeah, you made it, but you want to make it to the next level too, right?
Right.
And you have to have the balance of recreation and obligation.
Right.
Yeah. So
how was 2023?
oh, it was man, it was it was what it was. I think I've been so focused on executing. It's been hard to like focus so much on years, right? Like, oh, it's 2023. I'm just,
Right.
I got my blinders on. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. I've just been running. I've been just like focusing, doing everything in my power to get more visibility, get more brand awareness, do more community work. So 2023 for me was busy.
Right.
It was busy. It was busy. We did a lot of shows, and it was tough, right? Like I remember doing it was just crazy, man, right? Like having someone like I'm booking the venue, I get the venue, I lose the venue, they refunded the money. I'm, you know, then I get a secondary lady that says I could use her juice bar. I got Allen Houston coming from Connecticut. I got people coming from the Hamptons. I got like important people. This is the first show, right? Coming. And man, it was embarrassing, right? Because the lady didn't even show up, right? She didn't even show up. And I'm standing outside the venue and I'm like, oh my God. I wanted to go home, turn all the lights out, go under the covers and throw my phone in the toilet.
Right.
And don't come out for 6 months.
Right.
And so that was tough, right? And my manager, everybody's calling my phone. Yo, where you at? Blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, I got no venue, right? And I say, fuck it. I go to 99 cent store. I buy a $40 blue speaker. Not blue speaker. I'm saying blue speaker. I buy a $40 Bluetooth speaker,
Right.
like a $10 mic, and I do the show I was supposed to do in the park. And I tell everybody to meet me at the park. Allen Houston pulls up to the park, right? And I'm like, yo, I see his face, right? Look, hold on, it's on my page, right? It's like, hold on, man. Right? So I see Al's face, and
Savory, tasty, cheesy, oniony, all of the above.
One word to describe it, scrumptious, right? We from the town, so we just gonna say pause first, but it melts in your mouth. You just love it. You know what I'm saying? I wear this shirt to sleep. How much I love 7th Street Burger, man. It's near and dear to my heart. You see the logo? It's near to my heart. That's how we do it, man. Peace.
look, I'm in the park with the Bluetooth speaker, right?
Right.
And it was look, hold on. That's Al right there. Hold on. That's Al right there.
Right.
And so Al is looking at me like the people who came from the Hamptons pulled up, didn't even get out the car.
Right.
Right? Because it was an older lady, older black lady. She had worked for this rich white guy, this hedge fund, this old Jew guy. And she was basically advocating for him to give me an investment, right? For the tour. So I got all these people. Long story short, that investment didn't happen. Right? So I got mad, right? So I looked at the car. The lady, she didn't get out the car. She was in the white guy had a driver. She was on the passenger side. The old Jew, he rolls down, the window goes like right here.
Right.
He looks. They roll the window up. 5 minutes later, they drive off. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, all right, cool. So, but that was a lesson learned, right? Because at the end of the day, you got to fail, but fail faster.
Right.
And this is something I learned. You can't be perfect. And I think I'm so glad that I didn't crumble. I'm so glad that I didn't go home and throw my phone in a toilet bowl and find a corner and crawl up in a ball and just cry and feel sorry for myself. No. Was it tough? Absolutely.
Right.
Was it embarrassing? Absolutely. Right? But I dealt with it.
Right.
And then that was the foundation. That was the foundation for the tour, but also the foundation that I'm taking into 2024 with me.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. Right? Like there's no whatever invisible critic is that sometimes we create like people on the sideline that don't exist. Like people who are watching us and inspecting if we're doing it right or wrong. And you trying to please, you trying to be a people pleaser to people that don't even exist outside of your fucking own mind. Right? So that was something I learned. And then right after I did that live, I did another live and was like, yo, look, I'm not gonna stop. because I was supposed to do 2 shows that day. The lady from the juice bar, I don't know if she felt sorry or whatever. She calls me, oh, hey, I'm sorry about earlier. If you want to do it at, tonight, you could do it. And I have a venue, but I had a bunch of people that had bought tickets. So I said, you know what, man, fuck it. All right, I'm gonna do it. Like, let's go. And then I ended up doing it at night at the Juice Lounge. 100 people came out. Right? So, and this is that's at the Juice Bar. And and outfit changed. I changed my outfit twice, right?
Right.
So I did the second show at night. About 100 people came out. And I'm looking at it like, oh shit, like, okay, this is real, right? And this is for the No Label store, right? But the most important lesson in that was you have to just go.
Right.
Like you have to just go, just execute. And it's funny because one of the first things I told you when we first sat down today, I said, I really there were some things that I thought about in theory and application, I don't think the same.
Right.
And I always knew that, hey, detach yourself from results. I always knew that, right? Like I knew that wisdom, but to actually have to do it,
right,
it was different. And it was a challenge because you could feel frustrated, you could feel entitled.
Right.
So I'm gonna get more questions, but I had to suppress my entitlement.
Right.
When you've been doing something for a long time or you got good intentions, you feel entitled. Like, man, if I could just, I want this message to get out there. So I had to suppress that entitlement and work through the ebbs and flows of it all.
Right. I understand that sentiment a lot. I've done a lot of good interviews this year.
Absolutely.
I've had some names up here. So, certain artists, everybody pockets is a little different. So some of them want to, give me a little 1,000, a little 1,500.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, damn, like I interviewed somebody more famous than you. So but I understand that's the business. Cool, but
they want you to pay them.
Yeah, they want to pay them.
Yeah, but see the thing about it is, so artists, so again, content creators, so as long as your ad revenue is set up right. So now you gotta say, okay, well, I'm paying you based upon the ad revenue you're gonna generate, right? So if we go, so I'm gonna show you something, right? You go on Instagram, right? And we say, okay, I have to make sure that the analytics match the platform that you're on. So if I go on Instagram right now and I'm talking about my mantra, right? So you see how it says, okay, accounts reach 402,000.
Right.
I reached 46,000 of my followers, which is almost close to half of my followers.
Right.
And 355,000 non-followers.
Right.
Okay. So this message, this post, this piece of content reached a lot of people.
Right.
So how do I convert that? How do I monetize that? So if you have a monetizable channel, right, or a monetizable platform that your content lives on, then yeah, it makes sense to pay this guy $1,500 because your analytics on this platform that I'm monetizing covers that fee. Right. So if you're generating ad revenue off your watch time or for whatever you're doing with your podcast, and you say, well, hey, I paid this guy $1,500, but your views don't match what you're asking for me to pay, that's bad business.
Right.
But if the analytics make sense, then that's good business.
Right.
And you gotta milk them. Right. If I pay you, I want all types of multiple drops.
Right.
I'm gonna bring you some merch. So now you're gonna have 2 outfit changes and they ain't even know it.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna figure out how to stretch this thing here. Right. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So see, you have to always place engagement over the name.
Engagement over the name.
Because there's people who have more followers than me, but I got higher engagement.
Right.
And it's a type of engagement that I have because I'm adding value to people who consume the content that I create. Right. I don't just, I'm here to create content. That's why when you was like asking me these questions, I was like, okay, because I'm so like selfless, right?
Right.
When I'm doing interviews or podcasts, that I want to make sure people get information. Right. I'm here to give information, right? Like that's my legacy, right? But yeah.
Right. For sure. So we saw each other at the Davies listening party.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Sweet Chick. Shout out to Esso for the invite.
Mm-hmm.
Esso reach out. What's up? I don't know what happened, but
Yeah.
that
To you?
yeah. I don't know. I don't know what
Oh.
happened. We kind of fell out.
Oh, you had a fallout?
I don't know what to call it, but I reached out.
Esso's a good guy.
Esso's a great guy.
What he did? Hold on, man. You had a fallout to what? You was trying to get on the show?
I'll talk about the rest of it off camera, but
Okay.
we don't talk no more. I don't know what happened. I was there on his behalf. So.
Oh, you was there on his behalf?
Yeah, he invited me. Are you calling him?
Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, let's see what happened. I mean,
Yo.
when I pick up, he might be busy. I don't fucking know.
Let's see.
Yeah, man. Hold on. See if we got. I'm gonna let it ring
Let's
out.
see if he called back.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it ring out. Okay, you let him send him a text message to him. Oh, he be hitting me back. He don't.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
We'll see if he calls back.
Yeah, he hit me back. I said you'll call me at a point.
But in a nutshell, what made you want to do a part 2? What made you want to do another interview with me?
Well, I think, well, I mean, it's always good to double back with people who you respect, right? And again, my goal is to create an industry, right?
Right.
So, I think it's important to keep the collaborations going
Right.
and then figure out a way how to scale it, right? So we don't always have to just do this, right? Like, can we make an audio book?
Right.
What can me and you do together, right?
Right.
So I'm all about like relationship building, strategic partnerships.
Right.
Plus I got more stuff to talk about, right? Like I'm on tour now, right? So when I first came, I was putting together the tour,
Right.
I believe, but now I got 4 shows under my belt. I'm doing my last 2 shows, right?
Right.
So I still have stuff to promote, right?
Right.
I got a water coming, I got an energy drink coming.
Right.
About to open up a boxing gym. So I have new stuff that I've progressed since then, right?
Right.
So that would be one of the reasons, right? Coming on, talking about, the tour, nolabelstour.com. I don't think I had a website the first time
Everything was kind of in the works at that point.
Yeah. So did you see the website?
I have.
Yeah. So, No Label Store website, I got the merch, been selling out t-shirts and stuff like that. So, yeah. So that was the reason. And plus, I like I love your interview style. Yeah. So.
Right. Thanks a lot. Shout out 3 podcasts you've been on.
Conversations with Zoe.
Okay, thank you.
Right. Well, I've been on so many. So wait, because that's like you put me into like.
I mean,
I've been on a lot. Like I've
right.
been on a lot.
So what comes to mind?
Conversations with Zoe, man.
Right. I think you were on Each One Teach One podcast. Were you?
Each One Teach One. Shout
Right,
out to my
shout out
guys.
to my
Shout out
guys.
Jay. Yeah.
All right.
I was on a lot, man. I'm not gonna hold you.
Right.
And I got some stuff that didn't come out yet.
Right.
We got something with Joe Rogan, TED Talks. I mean, I got some heavy things coming.
Right.
But it's been a blur. I just been working, so
Right.
I don't want to,
Right.
leave anybody out.
Right.
But every interview, every podcast, has been professional, has been
Yes.
has been great. Shout out to Set the Tone.
Yes.
Right? Like, see, I don't want to, right? Because
Right.
yo, smart. Listen, I love all y'all, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
All right. So you checked me one day in Harlem. Right? We were 106th and 3rd.
Oh, about the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So, what made you feel like you had to check me?
Not only because, I mean, I want to say check you out. I would say just like make you privy or make you
privy.
aware, right? Make you aware, right?
Put me on
Like,
game.
I think there's a like like we have to make sure that, especially in media, we have masculine Black men representing our culture's new voice.
Right.
So it's very important to be aware of just um um how can I say? It's very important to be aware of how we look. All money's not good money,
Right.
and certain energies, if you're not careful, can penetrate your psyche,
Right.
and you can find yourself conforming to mindsets that are not really your own,
Right.
and the conforming to those mindsets creates um creates limits
Right.
on your masculinity or your strength as a black man, right?
Right.
So and so and it was a show I think I seen with the transgenders and stuff like that,
Right.
and I feel like people's lifestyle choice is their choice.
Right.
Do what you want to do, um, but I would like to see more black men be more have more heterosexual pride
Right.
as well, and make that the forefront.
Right.
Make that the forefront for a black man to be with a black woman,
Right.
um, and not dip and dabble
Right.
in energies, right? So
Right.
I don't smoke cigarettes, right? But if I keep standing in a room with cigarettes, hey man, secondhand smoke is a real thing.
Right.
Um, so yeah.
Yeah. It was interesting when I saw you that day. And
But what did you get from that? Because I
yo,
I don't want to right.
the part was like, you
Yeah.
like, are you a mook zo?
yeah.
I was like, yo, no.
Yeah.
He like, nah, but yo, the hand on the waist, a little too much, And
Yeah, because
yeah.
because what you got to think was, listen, man. So I'm using it in that, and I wanted you to say it, right? Because I didn't, I don't want to seem insensitive or create, when people get defensive, they get closed off, right?
Right.
So if I don't smoke cigarettes and I hang in this room around a bunch of people smoking cigarettes, secondhand smoke is real,
Right.
right? If I'm not a homosexual, you hanging around with a bunch of homosexuals, not you per se,
Right.
but you hang around homosexuals all day, blah, 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 touchy feely. Yo, man, what messages we sending here?
Right.
Right? So, and yeah, what messages we sending here, right? Like,
Right.
so that was just my concern, right? Because I know that you have a presence.
Right.
You have a presence with yourself. So there's a lot of young black boys who are gonna look to you as maybe a bigger brother figure or a father figure
Right.
or OG. And if you hugging on the moosey poo, it makes it hard to roar like a lion
Right.
if you got stilettos on your paws.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel you. No, I appreciate that. I know if you didn't care or it was whatever,
Oh yeah, for
you
sure.
kept it moving. But the fact that you took the time out, to holler at me and put me on and
Yeah,
give
because
me perspective,
yeah,
that meant a lot.
I think it's important, right? Like I think it's important, right? Like, to because we don't have these type of conversations typically in our culture, right?
Right.
Because there's so much acceptability there. And there's the transgenders play with trickery a lot of times, right? So
Right.
you in a club, you intoxicated, you high, you don't know what's going on, and then before you know it, you tricked and bamboozled.
Right.
But you entertaining this energy. So just be mindful of if you of energy transference,
Right.
right? It's a very important thing. So that was just my concern. I saw the picture. I mean, per se, it just was like I'm not holding on your waist, B. I probably wouldn't even had. Me per se. I probably wouldn't have took the picture. But I'm definitely not gonna have my hand on your shoulder. Definitely not gonna have my hand on your hip. You know
Right.
what I mean, you're not a woman, right? Like you're a man.
Right.
So, yeah, like you're a man, right?
Right.
And so for the ones who think, see, what makes a woman, a plastic surgeon can never duplicate. What makes a man, a plastic surgeon, a doctor can never duplicate.
Right.
So when we talk about female to female to man surgery and man to female surgery, it's not authentic. You can never be, if you, whatever you were born, that's what you are.
Right.
You could never, if you were born a woman, you will never be a man. If you were born a man, you will never be a woman.
Right.
If you remove your genitalia, that still doesn't make you a woman.
Right.
Okay?
I get you. So I don't want to dive too deep into the Diddy thing,
Oh, yeah.
but
Oh, this was this podcast. This was the episode, bro. I got you.
but do you feel like that's what happens when you go against your master?
See, I don't know, like, for sake of clickbait, I mean, I don't know, right? I've never had any dealings with Diddy, right?
Right.
So
So my context behind the question is,
mhm,
it seems like once he tried to challenge Ciroc and all those higher up,
mhm.
that went against him, all of this flows out.
Yeah, I mean, but I had a post, right? And I had an interview, I was talking about this. I said, God is God is delayed gratification and the devil is instant gratification,
Right.
right? But the devil is delayed destruction,
Mm.
right? So he's the devil is instant gratification, but delayed destruction. So you can receive something from the devil today in the present, but tomorrow it's going to be gone. So the losing tomorrow of what the devil gave you today is the delayed destruction.
Right.
The instant gratification is the blessing that you got instantaneously from selling your soul or doing lower vibrational acts, right? That were pleasing to the devil. So he granted you access to something momentarily, monetarily,
Right.
right? So we could say maybe that is the case for Diddy, right?
Right.
Um, we could say is karma, right? He's notorious for doing bad business, owning people's publishing, right? Not paying out. So I think only thing I will say from what I've experienced is I've met D-Rock, right? And I know D-Rock had at the time D-Rock had Invisible Bully, right? And he had his clothing line called Invisible Bully. I met D-Rock, super dope dude, and he gave me a lot of knowledge, right?
Right.
And he had an artist, um, this rapper guy. I can't remember his name. I was in the studio with him like once or twice, and nobody knows who that artist is.
Right.
So if Puff is your man, everybody should know who that artist is, right? And damn, sorry, I'm on my phone because I'm trying to just, I don't want to say it's Chris something. So I know that you remember Invisible Bully, right?
Mm-mm.
Yo, see, look, see, so Invisible Bully was the clothing line that D-Rock had.
Okay.
And he had an artist, his name was, I think it was Chris something. So this is D-Rock, this is the page,
Right.
Invisible Bully. So that was big. That's the guy who took the charge for
For
Big.
Big, yeah.
And
But he
if he
said
didn't
the
take the
gun was
charge,
his.
yeah, if he didn't take the charge for Big,
It's over.
yeah, Puff wouldn't have made all that money.
Right.
And D-Rock been around for forever. So yeah, so he had this artist, this artist. Nobody Puff didn't financially get behind or back or whatever. I didn't see him on no tours opening up no bad boy concerts, no shit like that.
Right.
So I didn't like that. And then if you look at I spoke to Biggie's baby moms, right? And because they was trying to open up a store in Brooklyn. I
Right.
think his daughter had something going on. And I had all these ideas, and I was just like, yo, you could probably do this, you could do that, you could do that. And the way she responded was like, ain't nothing going on, it ain't nothing,
Right.
And if you look at Biggie Small's son, what the fuck?
Right.
Right? So, I mean, it's no there's no secret that, you know, Puff seems very greedy.
Right.
Seems like a bad businessman. Seems like a piece of shit. Seems like everybody who signed the bad. Where's Bad Boy? Who's on Bad Boy?
Right.
Right. So I think, you know, what you put out, you get back.
Right. I mean, that's super powerful with the delayed destruction. I've never heard that part of.
Yeah.
That was deep. That was definitely deep, and I think we're just seeing, you know,
Delayed destruction.
delayed destruction.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, and in a way to avoid it is, hey, you know, taking a route that I've taken, right? Like
Right.
delayed gratification,
Right.
right? And just being patient and being diligent,
Right.
and not letting desperation change your destination, right? And if you could feel, you're still alive. So no matter how much the feeling hurts, you're still breathing. So that hurt will surpass.
Right.
And the feeling, by feeling, I mean the stomach rumbles, right? You hungry, you're not eating, you hungry, your stomach is rumbling.
Mm.
But if you're hungry, then aren't you alive? Because if you didn't feel hunger, you're dead, right? Like,
Right.
so you have to hold on to that fact that you can even feel pain,
Right.
right? And as minimalistic as that may seem, right? But there's some value in being able to feel pain, right? And when you're patient and you don't let uh desperation change your destination, the next step is elevation, right?
Right.
Because the the things that create desperation is God's form of preparation. God is preparing you, right? You're not being denied, you're being delayed, right? And you're feeling that pain, you know, during that delayed process. And you're feeling that pain, and you have to endure because there's lessons that only come from endurance.
Yes,
There's
sir.
lessons that only come from when you endure.
Right.
And then when you accumulate all these lessons, then you have this self-realization, like, oh, okay, I went through this for that.
Right.
I went through this for that. I needed that.
Right.
I needed that toughness. I needed that confidence in myself to go get that little Bluetooth speaker.
Right.
Because now I can start my company. I'm building the industry.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to start off at Apple level,
Right.
right? I may start off with the styrofoam cup and the shoestring.
Right.
That, yo, hello, you know, that's the phone,
Right.
right? I'm not. Hey, I don't got no screen. I ain't got nothing. I'm still. Hey, we gonna figure this out,
Right.
right? So never let desperation change your destination.
Right.
And when you understand how the devil works, it makes it easier to resist.
I get that 100%.
Yeah.
So I got to feel your Instagram captions.
Oh,
Right.
nobody never did it before. Okay.
Right. So when you feel overwhelmed, think about what you overcame.
Yeah. Right. And the things that you overcame becomes the point of reference that you can utilize for the necessary repetitious reinforcement needed to scale or take it to the next level.
Right.
When you feel overwhelmed, think about what you overcame. So if I've been in prison, which I have, if I've been homeless, which I have, if I know what it's like to really be hungry, which I do,
Right.
and I'm still standing, then starting this new company or forming a new LLC or a skill acquisition is not going to be as hard as getting beat within an inch of my life by my mom's and locked in a fucking closet while she goes out to get high and God knows what else.
Right.
Right? So the things that you overcome, those are your reminders that you have the strength and the durability to deal with whatever obstruction is in front of you currently.
Right.
Yeah.
And I see that I'm an assistant dean at a high school now in Dyke.
Oh yeah.
So I see that every day. And I feel like all my experiences, I see these kids going through things. I'm like, okay, like I can talk most of these kids through these things,
For
you
sure.
know, through my own experiences and the things that I've been through and things that I've endured. And I take those as moments to just build them up. You know, like
Right,
you're
right.
already having a bad day. You late to school. So
Right.
everything. Listen, let's take this point and let's have a better second half of our day.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So just using even those moments to really just build them up. Like
Right, for sure.
I'm not gonna kick you while you're down, and I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to give you a little game.
Mhm.
And that way you can pick yourself up. You missed 3 classes, okay? Make the best of the next 4.
See, again, right? It's not that. It's something I was telling to a teacher, right? I said it's not that the kids hate to read. The issue is the books that are being provided to them don't have information that helps them succeed.
Right,
So there's no interest there.
right,
School is designed. There's an agenda through the educational system to destroy little black boys,
right,
and we have to understand that these kids, because we're in the information era, they have access to more information than ever. It's
Mhm.
very demotivating. Like, imagine if me and you had to sit in a class for um for pancake making for 8 hours.
right,
Yeah, bro, you'll be like, really? I gotta go 8 hours to sit and learn how to make fucking pancakes?
right.
Are you fucking shit? Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, it seems useless.
It is useless, right?
Right.
So, we have to, this is why conversations like this is important. That's why platforms like this is important. We have to create institutions that properly prepare the younger generation for the future, right? Teaching them the different industries, teaching them the different ways to actually make money and things and monetizable skills.
Right,
You still teaching fucking social studies?
right,
Like, you fucking kidding me? Like, no, listen, fuck what happened in America 400 years ago.
right,
What the fuck what's happening right now? And a lot of times it's designed to keep us behind on the 8 ball.
right,
And that's your strategic plan, right? So the solution to that is teaching these kids how to cultivate a new mindset.
right,
How you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. Your thoughts create electromagnetic vibrations, right? So when you sit with something for 3 minutes or more, your body produces a chemical correlated to what you're thinking. So when that kid is in school and he's feeling depressed, hey man, it's a reason why.
right.
So you got to teach him, okay, what's the trigger for your thoughts? What's
Right.
creating these thoughts? And then how can we create a new thought pattern, a new set of thoughts,
Right,
and teach this kid to change how he's thinking or how she's thinking about themselves?
right,
And then now you have to give them realistic goals and deadlines and incentivize those goals.
right.
Incentivize. Once you give a kid incentive, then now they become incentivized
Right.
to reach the goal, to reach the deadline, or to execute the goal and to reach the deadline.
Right. So that segues into the next caption, right?
Mhm.
When you change how you look at life, the life you living will change.
Absolutely. Perception is reality,
Right.
right? And what they call it, they call it reticular activational systems, right?
Right.
So human meters. Close your eyes. I'm gonna count to 5, and once you hit 5, I want you to open your eyes and I want you to name everything that you see within 5 seconds that's black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The cameras, the
1.
TV, the clock, your sneakers, my boots, your boots, my sneakers.
Time, right? So that's how that, right? Like, so you're already looking for the color,
Right.
right? You can program your subconscious mind to see routes that will get you to where you're trying to go,
Right.
right? So when you're looking for that, you see what you look for.
Right.
So if you teach a kid to look for prosperity, if you teach a kid to look for confidence, if you teach a kid to look for self-esteem, if you teach a kid to look for gratitude, and then you incentivize that sight, you incentivize the look,
Right.
then now you have true change that's going to happen.
Right. Say this every night before you go to bed. I know what I want.
I get what I want.
Get what I want.
I got what I want.
Got what I want.
I know it.
Right.
Yeah, right? How you say, oh, what? Damn. I know what I want. I get what I want. I got what I want. I know it. I know what I want. I get what I want. I got what I want. I know what I want.
Right.
You got to be decisive. I know what I want. I get what I want. I get it. It's
Right.
coming. Expectation. I got it already. It's already there.
Right.
I know it. Right. So, I mean, that's important, right? That's just that's affirming, right? It's claiming, it's demanding, it's commanding. Hey, I'm not living a life that I don't want to live because I'm in control of the life that I do live. So I control this. So if I control this, I'm going to curate this. I'm going to direct this in a way to a place where I know benefits me. I know what I want. I get what I want. I got what I want. I know it. And I'm programming. I'm writing this on the wall of my subconscious mind in fucking permanent graffiti. There's a train of thought riding through my subconscious mind. You ever see the trains in the hood fucking graffiti back in the day?
Right.
I'm a graffiti, write that shit all over the train in my subconscious mind.
Right.
And I'm waking up feeling like that. Well, I know what I want. Well, okay. I'm waking up feeling decisive. I'm waking up feeling confident. I'm waking up feeling, clear.
Right.
Right? Because clarity assists confidence. And a lot of times people suffer from lack of confidence because they don't have clarity. It's lack of clarity.
Right.
So you have to be clear on what do you want to do. Don't worry about if you could get there. What do you want?
Right.
Identify that first. I know what I want. I get what I want.
Right.
I get it. I get what I want. Now you're speaking to the universe. I got it. Now you're visualizing. You're in possession of what you want. I know what I want. I get what I want. I got what I want. I know it. I know you're like, yes, I know. I know. Just like I know right now I'm about to breathe.
Right.
Right? I know that I'm breathing.
Right.
Right? So yeah, that's very powerful thing to say before you go to bed. And in the morning you wake up.
Right. I feel like this for the beginning of the year, everyone's going to be on the New Year's resolution and, trying to make those changes. But
Right.
those are constant changes. And maybe it didn't work out in January, but, keep trying in February. And it may take till June, but just keep making those steps, keep taking those steps forward, And I didn't think 2023 was going to look the way it did, but I just knew that I was going to put my best foot forward. I was going to shoot my shot. I'm going to try, I'm going to reach out to people and I'm going to try to keep that ball rolling.
But no, don't just shoot your shot.
Right.
The fuck is that? That's like, that's almost, it's like, right? Like we gotta, I know what I want.
Right.
I get what I want. I got what I want. I know it, right?
Right.
So you don't want to say nothing contradicting, right? Like, I'm not just shooting my shot. I'm going to learn how to shoot.
Right.
I'm gonna go look at who got the best jump shot.
Right.
Hey, Steph, Hey, Steph Curry, what's going on, man? I'm figuring now. Hold on, let me see what's saying. I'm gonna go. Hold on. Steph Curry got a jump shot, right? So I'm gonna go on Instagram. I'm gonna type in Steph Curry. Right? I'm 55 million followers. Hey man, I'm sending DM. Hey man, how do you shoot so good? Okay. I delivered it, right? Then I'm gonna go Google him.
Right.
I'm gonna go see if I can find some video of him shooting and practicing. And see if I can emulate it. Who's his shooting coach? Okay, when his pops is Del Curry. So let me go look at Del. Does Del Curry have Instagram? I'm gonna go Del Curry. Hold on, let me see if Del Curry got an Instagram. Well, I don't know, Del. Okay, Del got an Instagram. Okay. He got less followers than his son. Okay, hey man. I'm gonna call him. I'm calling him now. It said no answer. Maybe they. Let me see. It's not letting me call, right? And I'm gonna ask him, hey man, how did you shoot so good? What, right? I'm not gonna just shoot my shot.
Right.
I'm gonna learn how to shoot. I'm gonna study the best shooters.
Right.
And I'm gonna emulate the process. I'm not gonna emulate the progress.
Right.
Right?
Emulate the process.
Right? And I know what I want. I get what I want. I get what I want because I know what I want.
Right.
How do you know what you want? What does knowing what you want mean? What does it mean? So if I know what I want, then I have to know the steps I need to take to realize what I want. I know what I want.
Right.
I know it. I know what I want. I know what it takes to get. I know, right? It's due diligence. It's studious, right? So now I know what I want. I know what it takes. Now I'm gonna study the people who did it already.
Right.
It's okay. I'm gonna train. I'm gonna become a better shooter. Then I'm gonna take my shot. And I know, you know how Steph Curry do, he shoot the shot, walk off.
Walk off. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
The key to uplifting our culture and starting the process of skill acquisition is development of strategy. We don't wait for help. We are the help. This is generation reparation.
Yeah. So, you know, just do for self, right? Like, you know, we don't wait for help, right? So again, what condition to look at the white man like he's our superior and look at the black woman like she's, you know, she's our equal, right? And then we get mad when we talk to her like she's our equal, but then we get mad when she talks back like she's our equal.
Right.
Right? Oh, you trying to be a man, but you leaning on her as if she's your equal.
Right.
When you need to lean on yourself, lean on God and get provision. Right? So when we learn to change that mindset of like, okay, I don't look at the white man as my superior. He's not even my equal. He's beneath me.
Right.
So I'm not advocating for integration or peace or help me, whatever. I'm gonna go out and do it myself. Right?
Yeah.
So we don't wait for help. We are the help. Nobody's coming. It's been over 400 years, right? Like it's been over 400 years of just like, are you serious?
Right.
Like, okay, nobody's appalled. Nobody's like fired up. Nobody's motivated. I go on a B&H. I'm tired of seeing all these fake ass Jews owning everything.
Right.
I'm Googling the richest people in America 2023. I ain't see a black man. Yo, it was a total of like 70-something people. I'm watching this video. I didn't see one black person. Talking about the richest people, right?
Right.
And I'm like, okay, well, why are these people so successful? And I'm looking at the Mars family. They're in pet food and candy. I'm looking at the Waltons. They're in Walmart, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Bloomberg LP. I'm looking at Bloomberg. He's still fucking, you know, the top 5.
Right.
Bloomberg, the former mayor, the cocksucker, right? I'm looking at Elon Musk. He's number 1 on the list, right? I'm looking at Warren Buffett. He's still cracking top 10. Berkshire Hathaway, right? I'm looking at Sergey Brin, Larry Page. They top 10, right? You know, the founders of Google, right?
Right.
You know, and I'm looking at these industries. It's another lady. It's the business she's in is Fidelity, and I'm looking at all these different industries, and I'm like, well, I don't remember learning none of this shit in school.
Right.
I know none of these kids are fucking now learning any of these shit. So it's strategically systematic racism is being strategically applied to us through the educational system to limit us. So when I'm saying we generation reparation, we're gonna create the new billionaires. Me
Right.
per se, I had a problem with that. I had a problem looking at over 100 white people. Like, this ain't the white man's world.
Right.
This is actually our world. It's a black man's world.
Yes, it is.
Right? So and this is why, you know, I did the No Labels tour. There's no black labels.
Right.
There's no like you talking about Vivendi, you talking about Ballore, we're talking about Viacom, Universal Music Group. You don't own that shit.
Right.
But the content we create is the backbone of every single one of those companies.
Right.
Our consumerism, our consumer dollars keeps all these companies out of red.
Right.
So how do we take back our market share? We have to have ownership. But you can't have ownership without an owner's mindset.
Right.
Right? And that's why I talked about the delis, the corner stores. You know how much corner stores make? Corner stores make $200,000 minimum a month.
Right.
5 months, you look at $1 million. Or for one grocery store.
Right.
They pulling in close to $200 million every like, I think it's like every 6 months or something like that, off of EBT. The big money grab is the EBT.
Right.
And then if you go and ask her how fucking BB, yo, how much the corner store cost? Oh, 200,000. That shit costs under 10 grand to open up a fucking deli.
Right.
But we don't have no black corner stores in the hood.
That's true.
And it's been like that way. It's been like that for
For
years.
years. Yeah.
Right? So we don't have no vested interest in shit, and we don't own nothing.
Right.
We don't even own any land. And the land we do own is so fucking scarce, doesn't even fucking produce.
Right.
Right? So we have to understand that America is not a home, it's a hotel. And America is also a place of business. And you can't create change or be a beneficiary of freedom or the American dream without a vested interest in America. So through slavery, we've been tricked out of our vested interest in America.
Right.
We've been conditioned not to have the mindset to cultivate a vested interest.
Right.
We don't even understand what vested interest means. And we don't have loyalists in any political structure or part of any political party
Right.
who educates voters on political science. Black politicians are not leaders. They're just politicians who happen to be black.
Right.
Right? So there's not a sense of culture.
Right.
There's no loyalty. So it was a lot. That was a loaded post, right?
Right.
But I mean that. Like we can't wait for help.
Right.
And your great-great-grandfather died broke.
Right.
I don't have to know to know. And so the fuck did mine.
Right.
So we gonna sit here alive, in shape, strong, masculine, fully capable
Right.
of creating generational wealth, and we're gonna sit here like our great and die fucking poor? Hell fucking no. Or be the old geezer in a Ferrari if we happen to get a couple dollars.
Right.
No, I'm gonna get the fucking billions now. Elon Musk is young as fuck.
Right.
He getting blowjobs probably right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. So with all this being said about, industries and strategies and our culture and black people, why do you think people gatekeep?
Because there's not a it's not a widespread mindset of ownership. So you can only gatekeep if I don't have a owner's mindset,
Right.
or a boss's mindset. You can only gatekeep because I'm not getting my own fucking gate to be behind.
Right. Right. Will you ever sign to a major record label?
No, hell no. No, absolutely not.
Right.
Never.
No.
Never.
And
Never.
there's no ideal situation.
Nah, hell fucking no. I want to create my own industry.
Right.
The ideal situation would be a fucking completely black record label. Now if it's a all black owned record label, distribution, all that, hey man, we could do a partnership. We could do something.
Right.
But in terms of signing with a colonizer, signing with a so-called Jew, signing with a French motherfucker, signing with Empire, and then man, fuck Empire. Everybody's so happy for the slave man. Fuck Ghazi. We be so busy trying to get with them, but they don't respect us. They just make money off us. What is if Ghazi wouldn't survive my life?
Right.
Just because you a fucking geek who built something and made money, and you made money with black people, we gonna look at you like you, man, fuck Ghazi. Fuck Leo Cohen's. We sit here and we look at we celebrate all these people. That's that mindset.
Right.
I don't have that. I don't have that subservient mindset.
Right.
And I walk in the room, my mind starts thinking like, okay, how the fuck? Because I come from nothing.
Right.
You think Ghazi would have been locking out on Rikers Island? I'd have broke Ghazi fucking nose, took his pen, he'd have been wearing patakis, he probably have been washing somebody's drawers, he'd have been definitely not had him chair, he'd have been sitting on an iron horse getting rib shots. With me, 14, 15, C-74 on Rikers Island, bro. He wouldn't have had no dope, no weed in the yard up north. We'd have blew him and took his locker, bro. This is the truth. So I don't look at these people, we had this thing, we look at other coaches, and it took me years to watch the Django, right? And I was like, I feel like the concept of it could have been better,
Right.
right?
Oh, that's the
With Jamie Foxx,
that's
right?
the nigga on a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was crazy.
But I said, yo, to a certain extent, I felt some of them scenes was how I wish we thought as a whole.
Right.
Like, you got a gun, I got a gun. The fuck, I'm not ducking no smoke from no cracker,
Right.
from no recessive, from no honky. I don't gatekeeper. How you gonna gatekeep what? God, I'm the original man. How you gatekeeping what? God said, action shall be given. So I'm not gonna ask, or I'm gonna ask in a way that is comfortable for you.
Right.
Man, fuck you. You know what I mean? Fuck you. I don't even feel fuck you. So I think it starts with there, having confidence in yourself and knowing who you are. Right? I never met Ghazi. So when I say fuck him, I'm like, man, fuck, I want to build my own.
Right.
I'm not signing the Empire. Fuck empire. I'm building my own.
Right.
How you gonna sign to somebody's empire that's built off you and that don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Right? If what you do right now is keeping the lights on for Google, why you don't take that same initiative and build your own Google?
Right.
That's the delayed gratification aspect of it. Right? And having that sense of urgency. Like, look, man, all right, check. I'm gonna make it more personal, right? And tailored. You got a podcast, right? You got a podcast. How are you creating ad revenue, right? You say, well, okay, I got Smart Guy on. Smart Guy you got a decent following, et cetera, et cetera. Now, hey, I know Smart is people gonna see this, right?
Right.
Probably gonna take it, make a clip, whatever. It's gonna circulate because the brother got a powerful message.
Right.
Now, if I get a company that is authentically in alignment with this brother's messaging,
Right.
now I have a justifiable ad spot.
Right.
And I charge that company.
Right.
Then I keep doing that. And I keep making sure that I have justifiable products and companies that align with my guests.
Right.
Then I scale. Then I go grab me a radio tower, pay the licensing fees, go through and get on my own radio station.
Right.
And keep growing it from there. And then after a year, maybe 2 years, maybe 8 months, you never know.
Right.
Now I got my own black radio station. Now let's go get the eye in the sky. Let's go get the satellite.
Right.
What did Malcolm X take bullets for? What did Martin Luther King take bullets for? What did Fred Hampton take bullets in his sleep for? You know? So I say we don't wait for help. We are the help. We generation reparation. Nobody coming. And they not supposed to come. They can't come.
Right.
Because the white man views our elevation as his annihilation. He's trying to protect his legacy.
Right.
Right? And every inch of freedom that we acquired or attained came from fight.
Right.
Came from independence. Yeah. So, we are generation reparation. We don't wait for help. We are the help.
Right. What advice would you give to a young rapper trying to figure it out?
Understand that music is not a product. Understand that music is a commercial utilized to promote your products or your services. Music is the commercial that promotes your products or services that you sell or promote. So McDonald's has music. Ba, ba, ba. I'm loving it.
Right.
But they have a product,
Right.
the burger and fries. They provide a service, commercial real estate, right? Their service is commercial real estate because they have franchises, right?
Right.
So the advice I would give to a rapper is identify a product that your music can promote. Try to own that product.
Right.
Make that product something that is utilitarian, meaning something that you have to use.
Right.
Okay? You fucking smoke all the time. So you make a lighter, electric lighter that can be charged with the phone.
Right.
Right? Or a fucking lighter that, with something.
Right.
But you smoke.
Right.
So make a fucking lighter and then make a song called Fire, Fire, Flame, Fire and Flame.
Yeah.
Flick, Flick. Have a song called Flick, Flick.
Yeah, flick.
Then you got the product, right?
Right.
So the music is the commercial. You got your product. Then the people that you sell your lighters to.
Right.
And then you have a certain amount of goals or units you need to sell. And then you just keep doing it again. And you get more diverse with the products. And that's it. And then you create a content calendar. Revenue calendar. Content calendar is all the content you got to create from Monday to Sunday.
Right.
Your revenue calendar is the financial goals that you set. So you got the lighter that you about to make. You made the song about the smoking.
Right.
I need to sell 100,000 lighters at $2. That's $200,000 that you're grossing off a product. So my message to young artists would be understand that music is only the commercial for the products you sell or the services you provide or the products you promote or services you promote. So if you're making a song, Big Booty Long Braids, that's the commercial. You're going to reach out to some African braiding companies, right? And promote their business. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I got you, man. So what advice would you give to a young boxer starting out? He's 10 years old.
Man, shadow boxing. Shadow boxing is everything. Shadow boxing diet, stretching, and road work. So making sure that you're doing a lot of shadow boxing, a lot of stretching, a lot of road work, and eating the right foods. So diet is important. Shadow boxing, stretching, and running. And that is the best advice that you can give a young kid boxer, right? Like understand the importance of shadow boxing. Shadow boxing is the foundation.
Right. How many miles do you run?
It's not so much about how many miles, it's just about the time,
Right.
right? Because I'm not doing yoga, I'm not doing a marathon, it's fighting. So everything you do has to be in from a fighting standpoint,
Right.
right? So you could run 20 miles or run for 5 minutes, and that 5 minutes is more strenuous than running for 20 miles,
Right.
right? So it's not how long you run, it's actually like how you run,
Right.
right? And the pace of it all. Yeah.
Right. Right. So what could we look for at the end of the No Labels tour? We've got 2 more shows.
Yeah, 2 more shows. I pretty much, accomplished the goals that I had set, right? So then I have another tour that's coming right after that, which is the music tour,
Right.
and I'll be seeking independent artists to be a part of this tour.
Right.
I'll be paying the artists to come to perform. So the next component of No Labels tour is the music part of it, and then I'm launching a streaming service. So to be the artist performing, and then the streaming service, kind of like whole rollout. And then I got some tech products about to come too, so can't really divulge
Right.
too much on that, but that'll be a rollout for that. So that's the next thing for the No Labels tour.
Right. Well, I'm wishing you an abundance of prosperity and health,
But of course,
in 2024.
likewise.
Always thankful for your time, your presence, your energy, for you considering conversation with Zoe at home.
Oh, this outfit kind of
Know what
worked
I
today,
mean?
man. I don't know,
Yeah.
right? To match
Nah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Chose road today, huh? Yeah.
I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So we're always here. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment. This is going to be the second drop of 2024. We got an episode with Pastor Mike coming out before you.
Pastor
So that's going to be pretty
Pastor
dope.
Mike.
Pastor Mike, he's the senior pastor at First Corinthians Baptist Church in Harlem, FCBC.
Oh, fire.
Yeah.
Fire. Hold on, let me see my coach pick up. It's my coach. He just called me. We had to fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Pops? What's going on, man? Yeah. Just wrapping up my little joint.
Oh shit, my Jason. Yo, so you got a thing tonight?
Huh?
You got a beat or something tonight?
Yeah, I got a bunch of interviews. I'm on one right now. I just want Pops, shout out. You on camera, you in the middle of the interview. Shout out to Boxing Gym.
Let me hit this boxing gym. Hello, world. Yo, dealing with my son. This thing he got, it is vibrating all around the world.
Yeah.
Y'all better join while y'all can.
Join where I can. Join where I can.
Later.
That's right. All right, Pops. I love you. Hit you in a minute. Yeah. So we working, man. Yeah, 2024 is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll be interviewing you, man.
I'm here for it. Peace and love, world. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, support the channel, show your love. You know what I'm saying? We having great conversation week in and week out. You never know who's coming. You never know what we're going to do. But at the end of the day, it's all about peace and love. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment.